Don't just stand there, you idle baggage. Open the doors. Get out of the way.
There you are, Jane. Isn't it beautiful? It's the most beautiful thing in my life.
Oh. Very beautiful, Harvey.
I'll be someone now, Jane. I'll be a young man going places.
It's very nice, Harvey.
Don't touch the car!
Sorry, Harvey.
It's fingerprints. You know, they attract dust, cause a wind barrier, drop the speed.
Sorry,
Well, don't hang around, Jane, about your business. The builders will be here soon. You better go and warn the inmates, especially the incredibly bloody-minded ones called Diana Trent and Tom Ballard.
Yes, Harvey.
Listen, tell Diana to stop banging the tortoise around the croquet lawn.
So beautiful.
Oh, my God, the flannel from outer space. Hello, Jean.
How are we today?
Same as every day, wondering what I am doing in this place when I could be out shoving my head through a mangle.
It's probably the, you know, thingy.
The what?
You and Tom in there. Thingy stuff.
Do you mean sex?
Oh, Diana. Yes.
Oh, my Lord.
That's what makes you depressed.
Well, it doesn't, actually, Jane. In fact, a quick swing through the rigging with a cutlass between my teeth has quite the opposite effect. No, my depression is endemic. Comes from living here in this bog at the end of the rainbow. Having to talk to fundamentalist cracker barrels like your silly self.
You can't fool me, Diana. I know you're racked with guilt and torment and realise that the eternal fires are waiting to consume you forever and ever. Amen.
Jane, let me speak one last word on this matter. Of late, Tom and I have become occasional lovers. When we both feel like it, which ain't that often, but it's quite welcome when it happens. Now, this is nobody's business but ours. So will you just douse your flaming paranoia and staple those lips together? Or I'll do it for you.
I'll pray for you, Diana.
Well, didn't you want something?
Oh, yes. Good news. The board have raised enough money to build a new wing.
A new wing? Well, who for? There's no room for any more inmates. Hardly swing a cat in the dining room as it is. You can eat a cat, but you can't swing one.
The new wing is for the, people who don't use a dining room.
People who don't use a dining room? Oh, Glaswegians.
The not-so-mobile is going to be a hospital wing.
But people are not allowed to be sick here, Jane. It says so in the small print. You're either alive or you're dead. No in-betweens.
It's all to do with these new government grants. Apparently, the space storage efficiency ratio for the not-so-mobile is really quite profitable.
Oh, I see. You mean there is a quid in the sickies?
I'm sure it's for the best, Diana.
Yes. And I'm sure I'll probably be the first one in there.
Oh, no, never. You always look like an ox. I mean, you look as strong as an ox.
Well, that is because of my drugs, God bless them. But what happens when they stop working, huh? I know. I end up in Harvey's hospital. A zombified, palpitating blob thing hanging in a basket.
Oh, Diana.
All we need now is a morgue and a crematorium, and this place will be complete. Maybe even compulsory. As soon as you hit your use-by date, you have to check in here until you go out in a tea caddy. Hello, Mummy. Hello, Daddy.
Diana, you're always so depressing.
Oh, thank you, Janie.
Where's Tom today?
Oh, he's out trying to earn some money.
Oh, he's not playing his spoons in the shopping mall again, is he?
No, he is trying to sell some of my paintings. We want some money. So, I am abandoning my artistic integrity and painting the sort of cloying crap that the local suburban dross lap up. See?
Oh, Diana, it's truly wonderful. Oh.
Oh, go away, Jane.
What ho? I represent Art for the Elderly, a recently formed organisation in which elderly artists produce paintings to raise money to send the elderly on holidays. Maybe you'd like to look at my pictures?
No speak English. Sorry.
The 10th au pair this morning. We are being overrun by hordes of latter-day Vikings undermining our society by lying in the bath, running up huge phone bills. I don't know why I have to do this for Diana. This will get us a scared nice little in the Orient Express. Hello? I represent Art for the Elderly, an organisation whereby untalented old women do terrible pictures and send out their pals to flog them to the gullible.
I'm trying to have a kip. Now, shove off before I flatten you.
Don't flatten me, flatten Diana. To raise money to send the elderly on holidays. So, what do you think of this, A little gem, eh?
Freddie, there's some old crook from a bogus charity trying to flog us rubbish. Let the dog out, will you?
Hello, Tom.
Hi.
Do you like my new car?
Very nice. Dreadful little man.
How did it go?
Oh, wonderful. An armoured truck is bringing the cash round right now.
You didn't sell any of them.
Oh, I must be fibbing. Naughty Tom. Slap, slap.
Are you all right?
I never felt better. Pacemaker's in overdrive. I think I'll just go and surf down the Matterhorn.
What happened to your jacket?
A dog happened to my jacket.
But you were attacked by a dog.
No. I just saw this nice little 18-stone Rottweiler, and I thought to myself, I'll rip down the back of my jacket and stuff it down his throat.
Can I get you a cup of tea?
I prefer a G&T.
Coming up. So, what went wrong?
I don't know. The way they treated me, you'd think I was trying to sell their kiddies cholera lollipops. I've had enough. My lungs are flapping about like tired grey sails on a fog-bound lugger.
It wasn't last night, was it?
What happened last night?
Thank you, Tom.
Oh, yes, of course. No, Diana. It was not last night. I'm not tired from the rigours of the bedroom. I am tired from not achieving what I set out to achieve, i.e. making some dosh for our honeymoon.
Hop hot.
Well, it will be our first holiday since our newfound, thingamy.
Tom, dear chum,
Yeah?
pal, lover, if you like.
Oh, I do. Becky Gable always called me.
Now, we agreed that we would try and take a little trip. Just as we are, as normal. You daft, me nasty. I never said anything about something as puke-makingly spongiform as a honeymoon.
Diana, you do have a terror. No wonder you never married. The idea of any sort of commitment to another human being makes you go quite soggy-kneed with terror.
Nonsense. I'm just too old to go round being all cutesy pie. Everything is just as it was, only, well, different.
The same, but different.
Right. We are contemplating a holiday, not a honeymoon.
So, would we have the same room with different beds, same room, same bed, or different rooms with hammocks?
We are contemplating the Orient Express. Separate bunks, same carriage.
What happens when we cross the equator?
Then we'll be in the wrong train. We are not going anywhere, Tom. No money, no holiday.
Oh, dear, what a pity. The Orient Express. I haven't been on that for years. The last time I was in the Orient Express, there was a murder.
Really?
Everyone took it in turns to stab this poor little Belgian. I was there with Ingrid Bergman at the time. I just had a little tiff with Greta Garbo.
Tom,
Yes.
quit your gibbering. We cannot go. Come on, let's go to lunch. The idiot Baines is making an announcement.
Wait a minute.
What?
My nest egg.
Your what?
My nest egg. I have a few shares tucked away. I'll get my boring son to flog 'em, and off we go.
Well, no, you can't do that. They're for your old age.
This is my old age. That's it. Off on the Oriental choo-choo. Champagne all the way. I'll go and see Geoffrey this afternoon.
Oh, choo-choo!
Now, I just know you're going to love these plans.
No, we're not. We're going to hate them.
And why is that, Diana?
Principal Harvey, if it's an idea of yours, it must be cretinous beyond belief.
I think I'll just ignore that. Now, this area over here will be for the doctor's surgery. Yes, Tom?
What was the name of the train with the face on the front of it?
Thomas the Tank Engine.
Thank you, Basil.
I believe you had a sister, too.
The little pink engine, yes.
Do you mind?
Now, this area here will be for Fitz... Yes, Diana?
Who's that?
Who's who?
That's Spiv sitting next to you. That wakish runt with the brain-dead look in his eye. Or is he just your brother?
This is Mr. Bernard O'Hara. He is going to be our building contractor, and I don't think it's very polite of you to call him a spiv.
Well, he's working for you, isn't he? Probably wanted on 5 continents.
Probably a train robber.
Probably builds dog kennels.
Ah, no. What is it I'm supposed to have done?
Just take no notice. She just does this to upset me. Now, this area here is going to be the intensive care unit.
Yes, who's going to run that? Jane?
Well, I'm not sure.
Well, I sincerely hope not. She couldn't intensive care a rabbit.
Thank you, Diana.
Now, I'd like Mr. O'Hara to say a few words to us. Bernie?
Hello, me old darlings. Lovely to meet yous all.
He's Swedish, you can tell by his accent.
Now, during the building, we are, of course, going to take as much care as possible not to disturb you. But there may occasionally be a little bit of noise and dirt. But I'm sure you won't be minding that. And I know we're all going to get along splendidly and be the best of friends. Now, any questions?
What did you last build?
It was a job for Bournemouth Council, a major public building.
The new lavatories, by any chance?
Oh, so you know them?
Those are the ones down on the seafront, aren't they?
That's right.
Yes, the ones with the seawall drain cocks facing the wrong way, so that when there's a big wave at high tide, the effect is much the same as sitting on an elephant's b-day.
Mr. Big Hair, Geoffrey. You'll upset the karmic soul of the car.
Marion, I can wash the car on my own, you know.
We should get a new car for our new consciousness.
This is a new car, dear.
Harry Palmer drives a Jaguar.
Most bank robbers do, dear. Why don't you go inside and rip off a quick mantra?
I hate being so poor. It's bad for my aura. And you're never going to make much.
Thank you, dear.
Much as I love your dear old father, well, he's not going to leave anything worth a pinch of poo.
He has quite a nice nest egg, actually. I've just reinvested it for him.
What in?
In the new building program at Bayview. Investment in his future.
Which will revert to us, should he, oh, God forbid, pass on.
That's right, dear.
What-ho?
Oh, Tom, how lovely to see you. We were just talking about you.
Hello, Dad. What brings you here?
I would like you to sell some of my shares.
Ah.
I want my money back.
I'm sorry.
You heard, you cloth-eared little dung beetle.
I want my money back, the money my boy put into the hospital wing.
The money that you entrusted to some comic book paddywhack who is obviously bent as a corkscrew.
I'm afraid that's not possible.
Why not?
Why? Because... Why isn't it possible, Jane?
Well, it's all sort of signed and sealed.
Sealed.
The funds would only be returnable if the project were cancelled.
Cancelled.
But that's not fair.
Life isn't fair, Tom. Life just is.
Tom, we must confer and deliberate.
But I want to see my friend Hercule Poirot.
Who?
Come on.
On the Orient Express. Marlene Dietrich was there too.
That was the Shanghai Express. Come on.
And Glenn Miller.
That was the Chattanooga Choo-Choo. Come on.
But we can't give up. This little fidget's got my money.
We are not giving up, Tom. We are regrouping and assessing the situation. Bye, Harvey. Come on.
Then there was a Istanbul train. Who was on that?
Donald Duck.
I drove a train once.
Really? Which one?
The 347 from Basingstoke.
I don't know that one. Who was in it?
I was.
I didn't know you were in movies.
I wasn't. I was a train driver. And tanks.
Tanks? Tanks for what?
Tanks for the memory.
Tom, shut up. And Basil ditto.
I really did drive tanks in the desert against Rommel.
Yes, jolly good, Basil. Tom, come over here.
He did, you know. Splendid chap, Basil.
Yes, now listen. I've drawn up a list of people that we need to get at to have this building stopped. Councillors, planners, etc.
But the Swedish chap, he comes tomorrow.
Yes, I know. That is why he is top of the list. He is coming to tea. Oh. And he's not Swedish, Tom. Have another.
Oh, I better not.
Oh, just a little one.
Ah, well, just a little one then. I must say, this is most kind of you. After our little meeting in the dining room, I wasn't really sure totally whether you were on my side entirely.
Oh, yes, we realise you're just a poor, brainless pawn in the Machiavellian games of Harvey Baines.
That's why we invited you here. We felt it only fair to warn you.
About what?
You will go bust if you work here. Harvey Baines has not paid a bill for years.
Is that a fact?
Oh, yes. Every day, anguished creditors lie, huddled at the gate, pleading for their money. Their children in rags, their wives in the workhouse, their grannies turning to dust, their cats and dogs.
Thank you, Tom. You see, the point is, Mr. O'Hara, that if you go into business with Harvey Baines, you are likely to end up face down in the pool.
Ah, this is terrible news.
Oh, yes. Why not resign, eh? Pack it in. Get back to Stockholm.
Well, goodness, thanks for the tip. This could flush the whole thing down the gurgler.
Oh, dear, wouldn't that be a shame? They'd have to give everyone their money back. Have just another teensy one, Mr. O'Hara.
Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
I always thought the drunken Irishman was a hackneyed literary cliché.
You don't call this place real life, do you? Ever since I came here, I feel as if I've been trapped in some ghastly cartoon.
Oh. Well, never mind. After the cartoon comes the main feature. Tom and Diana on the Orient Express.
Town planner first.
Uh-huh. Do you think he'll swallow it?
Just don't go mad.
I have no record here of any ancient Druid burial grounds on this site.
How far do these records go back?
1726.
Well, the Druids were here a long time before that. You need the records before these, if not before those as well.
Do you have proof that this is a Druid burial site?
Oh, yes. Some of my best friends are Druids, and they all tell me...
Thank you, Tom. Now, I have a letter here from the Lower Chorley Historical Society that covers Bayview. Now, their secretary, Jane Edwards, thinks the whole matter needs a thorough investigation before a single sod is turned.
Unless that sod is Harvey Baines.
Look into it.
Your country will thank you.
So will the dead Druids.
Shut up, Tom.
Was that letter from Jane a forgery?
Well, it was her signature. Mind you, she did think she was signing a Save the Hedgehog petition.
Here goes. Left hand over middle section. Pull it back. Right hand on right lever. Lift foot, left hand on left lever. Push it forward.
What are you doing?
I'm reconnoitering a fallback position.
Why do you need so much sugar, Tom?
I'm totally knackered.
What from?
Been on my trapeze.
I can't think why you're so tired. It's not as if you do anything.
Where's Diana?
Here I am.
I say, you all right?
You bet.
What have you been doing? Your aura is quite electric pink.
8 sugars, please, Tom.
Oh, my God. They've been doing it again.
again. In the afternoon.
Hasn't she ever heard of matinees, Geoffrey?
Only at the cinema, Dad.
That should make the usherettes drop their torches.
You should think of your heart, Dad.
I have been. Rest assured. My heart rejoiceth.
Well, we've been talking to Mr. O'Hara,
Who has pulled out of the building project, oh dear.
who's had half a gallon of whiskey pumped out of his stomach and come out fighting.
What do you mean?
You put the fear of God into him, so he's insisted on being paid up front, which Harvey has done.
Oh, drat and damnation.
What about the Druid's burial ground?
It didn't wash, Dad. Harvey marched Jane down to the planning office and got her to refute your silly letter.
Oh, dear, Diana, we are scuppered.
Nonsense. I'm just going to go and have a shower, and then we will move on to phase 2.
Sorry, Dad.
Oh, let's go, Geoffrey. I need something for my migraine.
Try cutting your head off.
People management, that's what it's about, Jane. That's how I outwitted Tom and Diana. Oh, and confidence, of course.
Yes, Harvey.
And why am I a confident man, Jane? Because I now drive a car that says, here comes a confident man. Here comes a GTI sort of person. Vroom, vroom. A car that says, here's a mover and a shaker.
What a clever car, Harvey.
What a clever Harvey. Look, Jane, here's a present for my favourite girl.
Oh, Harvey, thank you.
Not for you, for my car. It's an altimeter. It tells you how far above sea level you are.
Why do you need to know how far above sea level you are in Bournemouth?
Well, why do you think, Jane?
I don't know.
I've also got a thing that tells you how long it takes to get from here down to the town centre.
10 minutes.
Shut up, Jane.
Now, I'll try our local MP, and then we can canvass the neighbours, get them worried about property values. No one wants a geriatric hospital on their doorstep. Nearly as bad as a Borstal or a Young Conservatives club.
Diana,
What?
you're being obsessive.
What do you mean?
Well, the money's committed. The work is underway.
What are you saying?
I've just said it.
You're giving up?
Oh,
Tom, if you give up on one battle, you will give up on the next and the next. And the next thing you know, you'll be giving up on the final battle and checking into Stiff City for all eternity.
at least I'll get some peace.
We can't let Harvey Baines win. We can't let your miserable family rip you off. My God, if you weaken before that Marian creature should have you turned into pet food by morning.
Diana, have you ever confronted a moral dilemma?
I have spent my life confronting real dilemmas. I have always found moral dilemmas to be the indulgence of the well-fed middle class.
Well, we have a moral dilemma here.
Oh!
It is a hospital, Diana. The thing we want to scupper is a hospital.
It is being built for vulgar profit.
You know the truth, Diana. The idea of a hospital is a good one, whoever builds it.
Can't let Baines win.
You're being very petty.
Yes, well, I am very petty. When it comes to vengeance and random nastiness, I am extraordinarily petty. Got to get even or we're lost. Our pride will be in tatters.
I quite agree. I'm also very annoyed with Geoffrey and Harvey. They both have to be taught a lesson.
How?
You'll see.
What?
I'm not just hot stuff in the sack, Diana. I also have a brain as well. Good night.
I'm really not sure about this at all.
But you said you could drive a tank.
It was 50 years ago.
Oh, I'm sure it'll all come back to you. Come on.
This isn't like a tank at all.
It's all right. I watched them do it. Start it up.
Oh, what a terrible noise.
Right, so let's hurry. Now, to go forward.
Forward, yes.
Yes. Left hand to left lever.
Yes.
Clutch in. Pull back at the gizmo there. All right?
All right.
Clutch out.
I think that was reverse.
Well, get it going forward. We've got a lot of ground to cover tonight.
Still guilty about Dad's money.
Don't be silly, Geoffrey. We've done everything we can for him. We found him a lovely home. We manage all his affairs.
Good morning, Diana.
Morning, Diana.
What are you two giggling at?
Nothing at all.
Oh, God, I'm tired.
Yes, so am I. Can't have slept.
Probably went sleepwalking.
I demand to know what's going on.
All right. All right. I know.
Harvey knows.
I know
What do you know, Harvey, apart from your name?
that you warned me about that builder. Drunken hoodlum, he wrecked my car. Now I'll be a nobody again, Jane.
Well, you've always been a nobody, Harvey. You invented nobodiness.
My darling car.
What happened?
Mr. O'Hara must have got himself a bit tipsy and gone on a mad rampage with his bulldozer. Harvey's car.
He denied it, of course. But I mean, who else round here can drive a bulldozer? Anyway, you won't be seeing him again.
Oh, so you've cancelled the hospital?
No, just delayed it until we can draw up new contracts. Hard luck, Diana.
Harvey,
Yes, Diana?
if you fired the builder, your investment prospectus is no longer valid.
What do you mean?
I mean, it's not legal. You're going to have to give all the money back, draw up a new expensive prospectus, and hope that all your investors will come back on board.
Are you sure?
Oh, yes. Of course, they might waive the formalities, let you get on with it with another builder.
Really?
Unless somebody gets at them and tells them that you are a brain-dead incompetent who can't wipe his own bottom without a set of instructions. Then who would be that mean?
Is there anything perhaps I could do for you, Diana?
Oh, Harvey, how kind. Well, I was thinking of just a small holiday. Little train trip with a friend, first class. Ooh, ooh.